name is Kelsey Overstreet, and I'm going to be doing the Studio Visit Artist, and I'm going to take you on a little tour of my studio. I'm going to turn it around now. So it's in a friend's backyard, about 10 minutes away from my home, and I'll just walk you to how I walk to my studio. So it's quite small. It's a little 8 by 12 foot garden shed. So as you see, I have to, like my lock system, I have to take out a bunch of paintings to fit inside the studio. These are some prototypes for a future series. Yeah. So and let's see here. So this is my space. So it's quite a mess, but it's a very organized mess for me. I do have a light here, and I do have some windows. But a lot of these pieces are like in process, and therefore a solo show coming up, so I'm not going to zoom in on them too much. But this is my space, and I love it. And it's just, as you can hear, the wind chimes, the birds. It's super peaceful. I work mostly outside, actually. So I actually work here, and I set up here like in the grass. So I work a lot horizontal. So I don't use easel, and I lay flat. I use a lot of water. So I think I've been in this studio now almost 8 years. No, almost 9 years. And because there's no sink, there's no walls to hang work, I started working differently. And I'm a experimenter by nature, and a very intuitive, like process-based painter. I have a lot of ideas, and I call it like conceptual wanderings and problems that I solve. But in the actual like act of painting, it's very process-based, very intuitive, kind of allowing the materials and the process to kind of dictate what the next move is. And then a lot of problem solving, like in the moment. I often don't know how I did what I did, so it's almost like leading with just a lot of curiosity, which I find is a metaphor for how I live, or how I desire to live life, with a lot of curiosity, active noticing. So this body of work that I'm working on right now, all of them incorporate different shapes of shadows, and I do a lot of like tracings of shadows, but it's really just noticing and being very intentional about noticing what I notice, and kind of the power of the subconscious and what that looks like, of what it can also like teach me. So oftentimes, if I allow it to just be this process, and then I'm investigating it and seeing what I can learn from it, it's almost like this beautiful interplay of what the paintings and paint and materials are teaching me, which then kind of loops back around to noticing what I notice and this curiosity. But my process really changed when I moved into the studio because of limitations, and I just ended up kind of having these different types of methods and processes that would not have evolved if I was in a more traditional space. So I'm grateful to live in San Diego and have incredible weather, and I work outside most of the year, and this is my little slice of heaven. So thank you for joining me.